YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy, the Phenomenal One, and I'm back with another video. I'm kind of surprised. I think a lot of people are probably going to be surprised to see me with another video. That's with me and my face in it. But yeah, I'm back with this video, and this video is going to be a little bit of a touchy subject. But I think you read the title. Yeah, why I don't care about WWE 2K20. Like, I tried to care, I really don't care anymore. And I have gone away from ranting about games, simply because it's just not, because lots of times my blood pressure just can't take it. Like, that's why, like, if you see, I didn't even rant about 17, 18, or 18, or 19, but I'm back and I'm gonna rant about 20. If you take every 2K game, and here's what, if you take every 2K game, and that's including 14, and that crappy mobile game that they made that was $8 back in 2014, 2015. This game will be game number 8 of the 2K banner. That's right. Game number 8, and that's not including Supercard because that's not really a wrestling game. That's not really wrestling. That's not really a wrestling game where you actually play a character and you actually hit moves. I don't really count Supercard in that regard. But this is going to be game number 8. That's right, game number 8 under the 2K banner. And the 2K games, they're just not worth it anymore. They're just really not worth it to me anymore. And I've played all of them. I've played every single one of these games. I've played them since I played every one of these games since they came out, and I've played them on last gen and next gen and on PC. So I know what these games are like. So I've gotten all ends of the spectrum on this, and there are not, and no, I did not spend all the money on that because that's just supporting a company and giving them money for no reason. I have ways to getting the games, but it's honestly not worth it. Like, even with these games, like, they're not worth it. Like, you get all this stuff for, like, they hype it up so much with the pre-order bonus, the pre-order bonus, then they say all these modes and all this kind of stuff. But after a while, the 2K games are just so boring. Like, if you remember, I played so much of 2K18. I played so much of it. When it came to the universe mode, I did so much of it with GCW, and Chrissy did so much of it with USPW, that when 2K19 came out, because of that, I ultimately gave up on the mode. I ultimately gave up on universe mode on 2K19, which is definitely going to be the main thing that you're probably going to be doing in the game that isn't my career showcase. That isn't my career showcase because those modes are easily completable, or if you're not in a league online, or if you don't do online play altogether, you're going to probably play universe mode. And the thing with universe mode is there's no continuity. There's no reason to really keep playing. It doesn't drag your interest in long enough. That's the problem with these 2K universe modes. They don't keep your interest long enough for you to actually enjoy it. And I played so much 2K18's universe mode, and I saw the same cutscene over and over again. And I saw the same cutscenes and the cutscenes are very repetitive in universe mode. And it's kind of boring. Like, you know, it's ultimately better to just not do rivalries. But rivalries are, like, what makes really universe mode. So, like, what's the point in not having, if you can't use rivalries? What's the, like, point of universe mode? Like, I know the point of universe mode is just to play through and see what happens. But when you have the rivalries in there, that's supposed to kind of help things move along. It moves things along, but you don't see enough new cutscenes, and you don't really see enough new cutscenes. You see a lot of more of this. It's basically more of the same, and that's what I have a problem with. It's more of the same and not more of randomness. That's why I love the THQ universe modes, because it was random. You didn't know what was going to happen as soon as you set foot in. You didn't know what was going to happen. You had the remarkable match, and it was so fun. You even had the draft. Where's the draft in 2K19 and 2K18's universe mode? Where was the draft? Like, we just did Superstar Shakeup, so, like, it should be in the game. No excuse. Like, it should have been in. Like, where is the Superstar Shakeup? Or, like, whatever you want to call it. Like, that was not in. And basically, and all this other kind of stuff. But my point is, what have you heard about Universe Mode in 2K20? Nothing. 2K has said next to nothing on Universe Mode in 2K20. You know it's going to be in the game. It's going to be in the game no matter. It's going to be in the game because that's just the recurring thing. It's just in the game every year. But with this and this is, like I said, this is probably if you play 2K19, if you play WWE games but you don't mess with online, and you don't mess with My Career and Showcase, because those are, you can complete those in a matter of 3 to 4 days, you're going to be playing in Universe Mode for 95% of your time, more than likely, if you're not doing all that other stuff. You're going to be playing Universe Mode. And Universe Mode is just so bland. It's generic. It's just boring. You know, like, there's no continuity to it. There's no incentive to really keep playing, because the cutscenes are very repetitive. Like, there needs, if to improve 2K20, like, the Universe Mode, like, it needs more cutscenes, and there needs to be more storylines to it. But it's just so bare bones and so bland, and so it's just honestly not worth it. It's honestly not worth it, because that's really all there is to do. Like, you can play Exhibition, but, like, Exhibition is only like a few like, Exhibition just isn't, like, cutting it for me, because I don't want to play Exhibition forever, like we had to do on some of the old games before Universe Mode was even a thing. Like, I'm not a big fan of doing that. Like, I want like a mode to keep me playing. And My Career Showcase, they'll keep you playing, but there's no replay value. And that's the big problem with all these games. That's why the biggest reason I'm not so interested in 2K20 is there's no replay value. There's no replay value. I mean, when was the last time, when was the last time there's a real reason to keep you playing? There's no real reason to keep you playing 2K20. Like, there's like, by the looks of it, there's no reason to keep you playing. And because, like, especially the towers, I think, because once you beat the towers, I don't think you'd want to go back to them. They don't have replay. Like, towers is, like, you know, they hype towers up. I played Towers on 19. It was hit or miss. Like, it's not a mode that's gonna make the game. Like, that's not a mode to make the game. You can't make a game. You really can't make a game based off towers. A wrestling game really based off towers. It kind of would fall flat, because there's no replay value. And that's what I love about the THQ games so much. The replay value. Like, so many YouTubers have been I know Pulse has just been uploading SmackDown vs. Raw 2009, 2007, 2006. He's been uploading a lot of that footage because that footage has replay value. There's reasons to have 06, 07, and 08. There's reasons to have the whole SmackDown vs. Raw series. Reasons to have Here Comes the Pain. And so forth. There's reasons to have all those kind of games. But really, with the 2K games, the game is really no good after 3-4 months. And I try so hard to enjoy it. I try so hard to make it work, to expand the lifespan of the game until the next one comes out. But it just ultimately comes short. It's even to the point where I didn't even pre-order last year. And I pre-ordered, the heck, for 18. I pre-ordered that. I didn't pre-order 19 because 19 didn't have, because I just wasn't incensed. And I'm not incensed for 20. I'm really not incensed for WWE 2K20 because there's no motive, like nothing is really motivating me to lean towards the game. From what I know, we have The Fiend, Bray Wyatt as DLC. I feel like he should have been in the game already. I don't feel like he should have been DLC. But I got bombarded with people on Facebook and Instagram saying you should be glad he's in the game altogether and all this other stuff. And I'm not saying that I'm glad that he's going to be in the game, even though he's DLC. I'm saying that he probably should have been in the game already as The Fiend. Considering the fact that some people I have in the recenter games have their up-to-date attires at the time before the game's release. I can't say off my mind who it is because I'm just not thinking about that, but I've seen that happen before on multiple occasions. And it's just another case of, and like, they have, and like 2K has all these little things like roster reveal, they have entrances and all this other stuff. Where's the gameplay? Like, I don't care. I could care less about how an entrance looks because half the time I usually skip them. Because unless it's an entrance I really want to see, I usually skip it. Unless I'm streaming. But most of the times, I usually skip entrances. So I really don't care. I really don't care about entrances all that much. I really don't care. Really, I could care less about entrances. They show entrances and they show all these photos. Again, I really don't care about photos. I want to see actual gameplay footage. Like, how hard can it be to show a match and to show all the new features in a video like that? Like that can't be that hard. Instead of just talking about, oh, this is going to be in the game this year, this can be in the game, this can be in the game, show us. Make those demos. Like, if you download 2K18, you get this little demo, and like you can only compute like 5 or 6 wrestlers. But it's a demo, but it's still a demo. Like, make a demo. Like, make a demo for 2K20. Like, a playable demo. Like, you have the prelude for NBA 2K18, 19. Make a prelude for WWE 2K20. Like, something that, you can give fans a little dip in and decide that, and then they can decide if they want the game or not just by that little dip, Like, if you do it with NBA, like, there's no reason why you couldn't do it with WWE. There's really no reason why you couldn't do it with that. But yeah, like, make that little, make that little demo thingy. Like, make a demo or something. Get people motivated to buy the game. Get people wanting to play it. Like, I remember, like, that's what, because lots of fans, we're tired of having to shoot in the dark. Because that's what 2K is really making us doing. They're making us shoot in the dark with these games. Because, like, we see entrances, we see all this stuff, but we don't know how it feels. We don't know how it plays. Like, we really don't know how it plays because we can't get our hands on it. Like, do what UFC 3 did with the beta. Give us a beta. Give us something. Give us something that we can play and get the feel of to get us happy for 2K20. Like, don't just say all this stuff. Don't just say all this stuff and say that, oh, we get towers this year, we get the SmackDown pack and all this other stuff. Like, I don't get that stuff. I don't try to get that stuff until it's like discounted like later on in the year. So like, I don't care about that. I want to see, I care about how the game plays. I want to feel how the game plays because the graphics, they matter to me about 10-20% of the game. But the game itself, the gameplay, that matters to me about good 75 to 80%. The rest of the 75 to 80%. That's what that matters to me, is the gameplay. Because we're going to have to playing this game. So, like, I want to know, like, how it feels. I want to know how it feels before I drop 60 or however so dollars on this to only find out that I'm getting a game that's like another 6, 7 out of 10. Like, like drop, like, let us get the feeling of it, because especially back in the day, because graphics didn't matter as much. Like, it was nice to have a good looking game, but all we cared about really back in the day was if it played well. And that's all I care about. I want a game that plays well. I could care less about seeing an entrance, seeing these photos, because that says nothing about the game. That really says nothing about the game. I could care less about who's on the cover, because it's just a cover, whatever, Like, my 2K15 doesn't have a cover, so, I don't even care. So, I could care less about who's on the cover, whose entrances you release, the roster, I like to know who's going to be in the game, but it's no make or break. It's not going to make or break me to get the game, but I want to know how. But what is going to make the game is how it plays. I want to know how it plays. I want to know I want to know what can you do in a match that you couldn't do in a match before. That small stuff. Release a demo or give something out. Show a match or something that can get me incensed to play the game. Don't just release entrances and all this stuff that isn't matches or something to view that I can't get my hands on and play. Don't get me wrong. I love wrestling games. Heck, my PS4 is even set on 2K19 right now. But I love wrestling games. They're my favorite games to play. Because I love wrestling. I wouldn't wear this Roman Reigns t-shirt if I didn't love wrestling. I wouldn't have all these belts on my wall right here if I didn't. But I'm tired of seeing these games halfly made. I'm tired of seeing these games basically poorly done. Because these 2K games, they're really not that good. They're not that good in replay value, because I want a game that's going to keep me satisfied until the next game comes out. Not a game that after 2 months or 3 months playing, where I complete most of the stuff and I get how many points on the badge or whatever, 30, somewhere between 37 and 50 something, whatever. I don't care. I just want to play something. I want to play a game that will keep me satisfied until the next game comes out. And so forth. Because that's how wrestling games used to be. That's what made wrestling games so fun. Because you could play them over and over again, and it would still feel exciting and fun. I want that fun. I want fun in my wrestling games. I want the fun. I want the choices. I want all that stuff. I'm not going to make a big rant. I'm not going to go into detail so much. Maybe not in this video, maybe in another video. But I want that enjoyment that I once had in my wrestling games. Because 2K games just don't have that replay value. If you want great wrestling games, I think you already know the games that everyone says, SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain, No Mercy, all those games. And if you don't have those kind of consoles, get emulators, because chances are they're probably going to be on an emulator. Get an emulator. It's worth it. But yeah, I'm going to close this video. But yeah, I want that enjoyment. I want all that stuff that made a wrestling game the wrestling game it once was. And it's even to the point where, Ukes has left. Ukes has left 2K. And I mean, after this game, Ukes is not going to be involved. That's saying something right there. That even Ukes does not want to be a part of this. This is why, I don't know, I want that fun again. I want to feel a wrestling game that has nice modes. And something that will keep me incensed until 2K21 and so forth. Not these games that have short replay value, which is my biggest problem with the WWE 2K games, and why I honestly don't care about 2K20. Because once it comes out, it will only be good for about 2 to 3 months. After that, you can practically kiss it goodbye. Thanks for watching. This is the Phenomenal One. Subscribe. Peace.